Welcome back to the channel everyone, where talent never sleeps and every moment is made to inspire. If you're ready for something extraordinary, you've clicked on the right video, because your perfect weekend starts right here. We've gathered 10 hours of pure, jaw-dropping, heart-pounding, tear-bringing performances from around the globe. From voices that shake the stage to moves that defy gravity, this is the ultimate celebration of human talent, passion, and creativity. So grab your favorite snacks, settle in, and prepare to be amazed, because what you're about to witness will stay with you long after the show ends. Our journey begins in the dazzling spotlight of the world's biggest stages. The lights dim, the audience falls silent, and one by one, performers step out to chase their dreams. Imagine standing in front of thousands of people, your heart racing, your hands trembling, yet knowing this is your moment. Some of them come from small towns, others from big cities, but every single act tonight shares the same courage, the courage to dream and to show the world what they've got. The first voice breaks through the silence, gentle at first, then rising like a wave. A young singer, barely 16, delivers a performance so full of soul that even the judges are left speechless. Her voice carries stories of hope, heartbreak, and determination. The audience rises to their feet, clapping, crying, cheering, and just like that, the magic begins. This is what we live for, the moment when talent meets destiny. As the music fades, we move to the next act, a dance group that seems to come straight out of another dimension. Their synchronization is flawless, their energy electric. Every spin, every flip, every stomp hits perfectly in time with the beat. You can feel the rhythm through the screen, the kind that makes you tap your feet without even realizing it. They turn the stage into a playground of movement, and for a few minutes, the entire world feels alive with motion and joy. But what's a showcase of talent without surprise? Next up is something no one expected, a magician who doesn't just perform tricks, he tells a story through illusion. Cards float, lights bend, reality itself seems to blur. The crowd gasps, judges lean forward, and by the time it's over, everyone's trying to figure out how he did it. But that's the thing about magic, it's not about knowing the secret. It's about believing, even for a moment, that anything is possible. And just when you think you've seen it all, a man steps onto the stage carrying nothing but a violin. He closes his eyes, draws the bow across the strings, and fills the air with music so beautiful it feels like time stops. Notes flow like a river, calm yet powerful, delicate yet fierce. The melody paints images in your mind, the mountains, the sea, the ache of memories you can't quite describe. When he finishes, there's silence. Then, applause so thunderous it feels like the building might lift off the ground. This is the power of talent, it connects us. Whether it's a laugh, a tear, a shiver, or a smile, every act reminds us that creativity is what makes us human. As we continue our marathon of brilliance, we meet people who refuse to give up. A woman in her 70s performing acrobatics that leave everyone stunned. A child prodigy on the piano playing like he was born for the stage. A comedian who turns life's toughest moments into laughter that heals. Each story reminds us that age, background, and circumstance don't define you, passion does. We travel next to the heart of street performances, where art lives and breathes under open skies. A guitarist plays on a street corner, his fingers dancing effortlessly over the strings. Strangers stop, mesmerized, as his music transforms an ordinary day into something unforgettable. Then, a group of break dancers joins in, turning the pavement into a stage. The crowd cheers, coins clink, and smiles spread like wildfire. This is talent in its purest form, raw, spontaneous, unfiltered. Back in the Grand Theater, another voice takes center stage. This time, it's an opera singer whose voice soars high above the crowd, powerful and haunting. Her control, her grace, her emotion, everything about her performance feels timeless. You can almost feel the vibrations in your chest, as if her voice were reaching directly into your soul. The judges are visibly moved. One of them whispers, "That's not just singing, that's storytelling." And speaking of stories, one of the most powerful moments of the night comes from a young man with a stutter. When he speaks, his voice wavers. But when he sings, it's flawless, clear, confident, strong. The crowd erupts into cheers even before he finishes. Tears fill the eyes of people in the audience. It's more than a performance, it's proof that music has the power to set us free. From the quiet poetry of music, we move to the pulse of adrenaline. Extreme sports artists take over the stage, flipping motorcycles, leaping through fire, balancing on razor-thin beams. Every stunt pushes the limits of human ability. The crowd can hardly breathe as they watch someone spin midair and land perfectly. It's danger, beauty, and precision all rolled into one breathtaking moment. You can't help but admire their courage. They risk everything to show the world what passion looks like when it refuses to back down. Hours pass, but the excitement never fades. In every corner of the world, talent shines. A choir of children from Africa sings with voices full of joy and hope. A juggler from Italy turns his act into a dance of colors and rhythm. A painter from Japan creates art live on stage, transforming a blank canvas into a masterpiece within minutes. Each act brings something unique, a piece of their heart, shared with the world. And then, there's the laughter. The comedians arrive, one after another, lighting up the stage with humor that unites everyone. They joke about everyday struggles, about love, about family, about the funny little moments that make life what it is. The audience roars, the judges laugh until they cry, and for a while, everyone forgets their worries. Because that's what laughter does, it connects us all in joy. Halfway through the show, you realize that what makes these performances truly epic isn't just the skill. It's the emotion behind them. Every act carries a story of persistence, people who practiced for years, failed countless times, but never gave up. Every applause is a reward for all those invisible hours of effort. And you can feel that energy building, performance after performance, moment after moment. As night turns into day and the marathon continues, we're introduced to something that feels almost unreal, a choir made entirely of people who cannot hear. They perform through vibration and sign, guided by rhythm they feel, not hear. The audience is spellbound as their synchronized movements and expressions create a wave of emotion that words can't describe. It's not about hearing the music, it's about feeling it. Then comes a beatboxer who turns his body into an entire orchestra. In seconds, he transforms from drums to bass to trumpet, layering sounds that build into a stunning symphony. His control, timing, and creativity blow everyone away. It's one of those moments where you can't help but think, how is that even possible? And just as the intensity peaks, a small group of ballet dancers brings grace back to the stage. Their movements are soft yet powerful, their harmony effortless. You can almost hear the whisper of their steps on the floor. Every twirl tells a story of discipline and beauty. When they bow, the crowd rises in unison, pure respect for the art. But the show isn't over yet. In fact, it's just getting started. From singers who make you cry to dancers who make your heart race, every act adds a new chapter to this 10-hour epic. A young guitarist plays an original song that sounds like it belongs on a movie soundtrack. A spoken word artist delivers lines so raw they silence the room. A ventriloquist makes everyone laugh with characters so lifelike you forget they're puppets. By now, you realize that talent comes in many forms. It's not just about entertainment, it's about expression, connection, and truth. Some people find it in rhythm, others in words, others in courage. And through this marathon, we get to witness humanity at its best, daring, creative, unstoppable. The judges continue to be amazed. One moment, they're on their feet applauding. The next, they're wiping away tears. The audience keeps returning that energy, turning the room into a sea of lights and love. People who came as strangers are now connected through the shared experience of awe. In one unforgettable moment, a young boy walks onto the stage with his father. The lights dim, the music starts, and together they perform a duet so beautiful it feels like time slows down. Their voices blend perfectly, one seasoned, one innocent. It's a celebration of love, family, and music that brings generations together. By the end, everyone's clapping, cheering, and crying all at once. We travel next to acts that redefine creativity, digital artists who paint with light, shadow dancers who tell stories with silhouettes, contortionists who twist and bend beyond imagination. It's almost unreal to watch. Yet behind every astonishing move, you can see the hours of practice, the pain, the patience, the passion. And the marathon continues, every hour more mesmerizing than the last. A choir fills the air with harmonies so rich they sound like a dream. A hip-hop crew ignites the stage with fire and rhythm. A storyteller brings tears with nothing but words. Every act builds upon the last, weaving a tapestry of talent that celebrates the boundless creativity of the human spirit. And now, as we enter the final stretch of this 10-hour celebration, the message becomes clear. Talent is not about perfection. It's about expression. It's about standing up and saying, "This is who I am," even when no one believes in you. It's about failing and getting back up. It's about that moment on stage when the lights shine on your face and you know you've made it. The final act steps onto the stage, a massive collaboration of singers, dancers, musicians, and artists from around the world. Different cultures, different languages, one heartbeat. The music begins, a fusion of sounds that represent every corner of the planet. Voices rise, feet move, instruments blend, and for a few glorious minutes, the world feels united. You can feel the emotion swell, building to a final crescendo that shakes the room. As the last note fades, the audience explodes into cheers. Confetti falls. The judges stand, applauding. Performers hug. Tears flow. It's not just the end of a show, it's the beginning of a memory that will live forever. And now, as the lights dim and the crowd slowly leaves, we remember why we watch shows like this. It's not just for entertainment. It's for inspiration. It's to remind us that talent is everywhere, in every voice, every hand, every dream. From the smallest village to the biggest city, from the youngest child to the oldest soul, the world is full of brilliance waiting to be seen. So if you're watching this right now, take it as your sign. Whatever your talent is, don't hide it. Don't let fear stop you. The stage might seem far away, but every legend started with a single step, a single note, a single spark of courage. You could be next. Maybe one day, we'll be watching you, cheering for you, celebrating your moment. Because that's what this is all about, not just watching talent, but believing in it. Believing in people. Believing in dreams. That's the magic of this incredible journey. From laughter to tears, from awe to joy, from the first note